Trillions of dollars, millions of tons of concrete, decades of construction, and dreams so impossible they should have stayed dreams. These are humanity's greatest megaprojects. Monuments to ambition that redefined what's physically possible on this planet. We're talking about engineering feats so massive they literally moved mountains, connected oceans, and built cities in the sky. From canals that slice through continents to towers that pierce the clouds. These projects pushed every limit of human capability. The question is, which ones earned their place as the biggest, boldest, and most impossible achievements in history? Let's find out. Number 5. The Panama Canal, slicing through a continent. The Panama Canal was warfare against geography itself. For centuries, ships had to sail around the entire South American continent to get from the Atlantic to the Pacific, an 8,000-mile detour that took months. The French tried first. They failed spectacularly. Yellow fever and malaria killed 22,000 workers. The engineering challenge seemed impossible. Then the Americans arrived with a different approach. Instead of fighting the terrain, they'd work with it. The revolutionary idea: don't dig at sea level. Build a system of locks that lifts ships 85 feet above the ocean, carries them across the continental divide, then lowers them back down. The engineering was staggering. Each lock chamber stretches 1,000 feet long and 110 feet wide. The concrete gates weigh 745 tons each. But here's the innovation that changed everything. The lock system operates entirely on gravity. Water flows from Gatun Lake through the locks, lifting and lowering ships like a massive water elevator. Construction took 10 years and cost $375 million, equivalent to $10 billion today. When it opened in 1914, it instantly cut global shipping routes by thousands of miles. Ships that once took months to travel between coasts now made the journey in hours. The Panama Canal proved something crucial about human ambition. Sometimes the impossible just requires a different approach. Instead of fighting nature, they engineered around it. Number 4. Jeddah Tower, racing past the clouds. 1 kilometer tall, that's 3,280 feet of concrete, steel, and glass reaching into the jet stream itself. The Jeddah Tower shatters every height record in existence. At 1,000 meters, it will stand taller than 3 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other. This is a vertical city that pierces the clouds. But building this high creates problems that have never existed before. At 1,000 meters, you're dealing with wind speeds that can tear apart conventional structures. The solution? An aerodynamic design that slices through wind like a knife. The tower's triangular footprint gradually spirals as it rises, reducing wind resistance at every level. The foundation alone required 200,000 cubic meters of concrete. The concrete uses a specialized mix designed to withstand wind loads that would topple normal buildings. Then there's the elevator system. Traditional elevators can't handle a kilometer of vertical travel. The tower uses a revolutionary double-deck system with sky lobbies every 30 floors. Passengers transfer between high-speed and local elevators, like a subway system turned vertical. Construction began in 2013 with massive ambition. The foundation was completed. The first floors rose from the desert. Then everything stopped. Financial challenges, political shifts, and the sheer complexity of the engineering brought construction to a halt. For years, the tower sat as a skeletal reminder of interrupted dreams. But now construction has resumed. The cranes are back. The ambition is unwavering. The question isn't whether humans can build a kilometer-high tower. It's whether they can finish what they started. The Jeddah Tower represents something bigger than height records. It's a test of whether human engineering can match human imagination. At 1,000 meters above the desert, we're about to find out. Number 3. Gorges Dam, holding back biblical waters. 39 billion cubic meters of water. That's enough to flood entire countries, held back by a single concrete wall stretching across the Yangtze River. The Three Gorges Dam represents humanity's most audacious attempt to harness the raw power of nature. This concrete giant spans 2,335 meters across one of the world's most powerful rivers, creating a reservoir that stretches 660 kilometers upstream. The scale of construction defies comprehension. 28 million cubic meters of concrete went into this structure. The dam wall rises 185 meters above the riverbed. But the real engineering marvel is the ship locks that function like massive water elevators. These locks lift 10,000-ton cargo vessels 113 meters vertically in a process that takes 4 hours. The power generation capacity is staggering. 34 turbine generators produce 22,500 megawatts of electricity. That's enough to power half of China's industrial heartland. The turbines alone weigh 6,000 tons each, equivalent to 40 blue whales, spinning at 75 revolutions per minute. The project required relocating 1.3 million people from the flood zone. Entire cities disappeared beneath the rising waters as the reservoir filled. Construction took 17 years and cost $28 billion. Workers had to divert the Yangtze River while building the dam across its path, managing water flows that could destroy entire regions if miscalculated. The Three Gorges Dam represents humanity's ultimate power play against nature. It tamed one of the world's most dangerous rivers, ending centuries of devastating floods. But it also created new risks. The massive reservoir sits above millions of people downstream. The dam holds back water equivalent to 15,000 Olympic swimming pools every second. This is geological intervention on a scale that affects the planet's rotation. The concentrated mass of water actually slows Earth's rotation by 0.06 microseconds. Humans built something so massive, it changed how fast the planet spins. Number 2. NEOM, the line, building tomorrow's world. $1.5 trillion. That's more than the GDP of most countries, invested in a single project that challenges every assumption about how humans should live. NEOM's crown jewel, the line, completely reimagines urban civilization. Picture a mirrored wall stretching 170 kilometers across the Saudi desert, 500 meters high and 200 meters wide, housing 9 million people in a climate-controlled linear paradise. The materials alone represent an impossible challenge. The mirrored exterior requires more glass than exists in entire cities. The structure demands specialized materials that can withstand desert temperatures reaching 50 degrees Celsius. The real innovation lies in the AI integrated infrastructure. Every system is designed around artificial intelligence that learns and adapts. Transportation happens through high-speed rail that can traverse the entire length in 20 minutes. Construction began in 2022, with earth-moving equipment reshaping the desert landscape. The foundation work alone requires moving billions of cubic meters of sand and rock. The project demands infrastructure that doesn't exist: power plants, water systems, and transportation networks built from scratch in one of Earth's harshest environments. The engineering challenges are staggering. Building a 170-kilometer structure requires perfect precision across vast distances. The desert environment corrodes equipment and tests every material to its breaking point. Critics question whether the project can ever be completed. Some sections face delays as engineers encounter problems that exist nowhere else on Earth. But construction continues. The ambition remains unwavering. The line represents humanity's boldest attempt to build tomorrow's world today. Whether it succeeds or becomes the most expensive monument to impossible dreams, it's redefining what humans dare to attempt. This is civilization design at a scale never before attempted. Number 1. International Space Station, engineering in the void. $150 billion. That's the most expensive object humans have ever constructed, floating 250 miles above Earth, where nothing should be able to exist. The International Space Station is a city in the void, a pressurized habitat moving at 17,500 miles per hour through the vacuum of space, where a single engineering failure means instant death for everyone aboard. The materials had to be completely reimagined. Every component faces cosmic radiation and temperature swings from 250 degrees Fahrenheit to minus 250 degrees every 90 minutes. The station's specialized aluminum alloys were designed to survive conditions that would obliterate earthbound structures. The real engineering miracle is modular construction in zero gravity. The ISS was assembled piece by piece over 13 years, with each component launched separately and connected by astronauts in spacesuits. Every connection had to achieve perfect precision while floating in weightlessness. The station spans 356 feet, longer than a football field, yet weighs only 925,000 pounds in Earth's gravity. In space, it's effectively weightless, held together by engineering alone. The solar arrays generate 84 kilowatts of power while constantly tracking the sun across the sky. This project required something unprecedented: former enemies working together. Russian modules connected to American laboratories. The Cold War ended not on Earth, but 250 miles above it. The ISS serves as humanity's laboratory for the impossible. Medical experiments that can't be conducted under gravity. Technology development for missions to Mars and beyond. Every day, the station completes 16 orbits of Earth. Every breath the crew takes depends on life support systems that recycle air, water, and waste with perfect efficiency. There's no backup planet. The International Space Station proves the ultimate point about human engineering. We can maintain life where none should exist. Conclusion: the future of human ambition. These 5 projects prove humanity's greatest limitation isn't physics, it's imagination. From canals that slice continents to cities floating in space, we've learned to build the impossible. Share your thoughts in the comments about which project amazed you most.